The other day, a 68-year-old man said something to me that made me think, boy, no one told me my body would change so much after 60. Not even he. He, in this case, was his penis. And look, if you're over 60, you might also be noticing some strange changes down there. Does it look different? Does it seem smaller? Has it decreased sensitivity? Does it take longer for things to wake up? Well, you're not alone. This happens to a lot of people, but almost no one talks about. In our day, I want to have this conversation with you. Without shame, without taboos, just the truth, explained in a light, clear, and direct way. Because understanding what is happening to your body is the first step to living better, with more health, more pleasure, and more peace of mind. Stay with me until the end and I'll tell you about the changes your penis goes through after 60, including some that almost no one knows about, and that might surprise you. Let's go. But first, check if it's written on the channel so you don't miss any videos. 1. Natural decrease in testosterone. Think of testosterone as a battery that helps various parts of your body function well, especially when it comes to desire, energy, and the functioning of your penis. As the years go by, this battery will discharge a little. This is completely normal. It happens to everyone, even if no one talks about it. So, after 60, you may feel less like having sex, or things may take longer to work out. This isn't a flaw, nor is it a sign of weakness. It's just your body saying, hey, we're in a different phase. Let's take it easy. The good news? There are ways to recharge that battery. But the first step is to understand that it does drain, and that's okay. Changes in erection. Here's something no one tells you. As the years go by, erections change. And no, this doesn't mean you're finished or that you've lost your virility. The thing is, your body needs more time to react. Before a thought or a touch was enough. Now? It may take a few more minutes, and your erection may not be as firm as before. This is normal. The blood doesn't circulate as quickly. The muscles weaken a little, and the brain also slows down. But the desire can continue. It just takes more patience and encouragement. Think about it this way. Just because the car takes longer to start doesn't mean it's no longer working. Sometimes you just need to warm up the engine with more care. Does this make sense to you? Yes or no? Comment below 3. Changes in sensitivity. You know when you wore a new pair of shoes and felt every little pebble on the floor? Over time, the sole gets thicker, and you feel it less. Something similar happens with the penis. After 60, your body may become less sensitive to touch. This doesn't mean you've lost your ability to feel pleasure. It just means you may need more time, more stimulation, or different ways to enjoy the moment. It's like changing the channel on TV. The pleasure is still there. It just needs a different remote control. So if you've noticed that your sensations have changed, don't worry. It's natural. And yes, you can continue to enjoy it. You just need to get to know your body's new way of responding better. Penis shrinkage. Maybe you looked in the mirror one day and thought, did my penis shrink? And look, it may seem strange, but this happens to a lot of people. And there's a reason. Over time, the body accumulates fat in the lower part of the belly. That annoying little belly that insists on staying. This can hide part of the penis, making it appear smaller. In addition, blood circulation decreases a little, and this also affects the size when it is flaccid or erect. But don't worry, it doesn't mean you're losing your penis or that it no longer works. It's just changing over time, just like your hair, skin, and so many other parts of your body. And most importantly, what defines you is not your size, but how you take care of yourself, with health, respect, and confidence. 6. Curvature or change in shape. Peyronie's disease explained in a simple way. Have you noticed any different curves in your penis? Like it bends more to one side than before? If so, it might be something called Peyronie's disease. The name seems complicated, but I'll explain it to you in an easy way. Over time, a scar or plaque can form inside the penis. This causes it to bend a little during erection. Sometimes it's just a slight curve. Other times it can be really annoying, even causing pain or getting in the way during sex. This doesn't happen to everyone, but it's more common after age 60. And you know what's important? Don't ignore it, because the sooner you notice it and talk to a doctor, the better it can be treated. So if you've noticed something different about your shape or you've felt pain, don't be embarrassed. It's more common than you think. And taking care of yourself is the biggest sign of courage there is. Change in ejaculation. You know that thing that used to come out with force and volume. Over time, after 60, ejaculation may change. Sometimes less fluid comes out, or it comes with less force. This is normal, because the body slows down and semen production decreases. But be careful. If the color changes a lot is different from usual, or if you start to feel pain, it's time to see a doctor. It could be a sign of something that needs to be taken care of. Overall, these changes don't mean your sex life is over. It's just that it's moving in a different direction, and you can enjoy it in the new way your body is asking for it. 7. Penile health care. Even with the changes, taking care of your penis is super important. And there's no secret. First, hygiene. Washing your hands properly every day with soap and water helps to avoid problems and infections. Then, move your body. Exercise helps improve blood circulation, and this makes a difference to penis health and erections. And of course, see your doctor regularly. A urologist is like your penis's friendly doctor. He or she knows what to do to keep everything working properly. Taking care of your body is a sign of respect for yourself. And remember, it's never too late to start. So, that's it, my friend. We talked here about several changes that occur in a man's body, especially in the penis, after the age of 60. And if you've noticed any of these in yourself, don't worry. This isn't a sign that something is wrong, and it's nothing to be ashamed of. It's just your body saying, hey, we're getting more experienced. These changes are natural and part of aging. Just as hair turns gray and skin changes, our body down there also goes through different phases. The most important thing is to pay attention. Take care of yourself, and understand that you can continue to feel pleasure, love, and well-being. Yes, it is possible. Only the way changes. If you've made it this far, congratulations. It means you respect yourself, value yourself, and want to grow old healthily and wisely. Now, if this video helped you, share it with a friend, because this conversation needs to come out of silence. Oh, and before you go, if this video helped you in any way, leave me a like. It shows YouTube that this content is important. If you want to continue this conversation, comment below. Tell me what you think, if you've already gone through any of these changes, or if you have any questions. I read everything, okay? And of course, if you want more videos like this, about health, wisdom, and well-being after 60, subscribe to the channel and activate the bell. There are a lot of good things coming, and I want you to join me on this journey.